It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the 49ers and the Lions on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last two seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his third season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
So he's coming off a game, Mike, that was really a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, on one hand, 5 touchdowns and the victory. That's the ultimate goal. On the other hand, very careless with the ball at times. It led to a handful of turnovers. He got away with it last week, but I'm not sure that's something he wants to make a habit of going forward. He has to find that happy medium. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. If he's able to do that, I think they got a good chance of coming out on top once again. And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out.
Here's Purdy. To the Alabama man, Cameron Latu. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They face 2nd down and 7. Purdy works out of the pistol. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 81 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He's got it. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive, and as we take a look at the NFL leaders in TD passes coming in, it's right there among the best in the league. 1st and 10. Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Here's Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Go!
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. Whoa! And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them. And when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. That's caught by Gibbs. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd down, Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. Striking 18, take over.
They'll throw again with Purdy. crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one in this NFC title game rematch, the Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end-only camp that I run with Kelsey and Kittle in Nashville. And seeing him work up close and personal, you can see why, even though he's a young player, he's had the level of success that he's had only 2 years now into his career. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his touch. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Had they been in a different part of the field, Mike, we're talking about that outcome very differently. He's very fortunate to be outside the numbers where that ball took a friendly bounce, and he's saved by it going out of bounds. Now it brings up 4th down. If they ultimately decide to keep the offense on the field, we're going to look back on that ball harmlessly going out of bounds as a big moment in this game.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Lions.
To throw is Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, There's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down.
Let's go now.
Purdy works out of the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note, he comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Throwing here is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs! The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier.
It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions go up by 7, 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. A first down throw for Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he will go all the way. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. His second touchdown of this first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay.
Is under review.
So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd down and 8. Now Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. To throw on first down is Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
On second down, Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's got another one. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. The Lions call their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. 1st and 10 for Purdy. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down. Purdy. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions will cut the lead down to 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Russell Wilson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. The numbers boggle the mind. 5, count them 5 first half touchdown passes. That is getting near record territory with a whole nother half still to play. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. On first down, it's Goff. High throw, but it's reeled in. Into space. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's Badgley for the extra point.
Hey, roll,
He's got it. And the Lions go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
49ers 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Pearsall going to return it And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down, and it's an incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Let's go now.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Pearsall gonna return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.